There we are, folks, on the 2nd of August. Another beautiful month of summer. What a great gift. How much would you pay for it? $1,000? $20,000? $1 million? It's worth easily the total sum of those. What is the name of this program? 7 from all the work up to date. 7 jobs from all the work up to date. Where do we start? With Adult Protective Services. Somebody from the local government told Glendora that she was appalled that Terry showed up around 8 o'clock knocking on Glendora's door. Glendora was barely out of her diapers by then. And this person from the local government added that the blindness was not taken into consideration. So this person from local government was aghast. And Glendora said, "They keep threatening me. They cause me anxiety and discomfort, saying they're going to take away my wonderful Medicaid benefits." And this person from local county said, "Oh no, they aren't. They don't want to take away your benefits. It's Medicaid. They want you to be on Medicaid." Now, how do you figure that one? Here is Google. And yesterday, and the day before, yesterday Monday, and the day before Sunday, and the day before Saturday, Glendora could not make Google work. And our dear helper number 1 came into work yesterday, and she could not make Google work. Google would come on and then shut off. So we called Spectrum. And Spectrum is very, very nice. And the man worked with us for a long, long time. And he couldn't make Google work. He said it was not Spectrum. It was okay with Spectrum. Oh, another Spectrum woman came on before him. They're very, very capable, these people. She was from Ohio. The second one was from the Philippines. And when we finished the hard work of going through this and that and pushing 25 buttons, Glendora says, "Would you like to hear Monday Morning Joke?" And when she told it to the man from the Philippines, that was a true triumph. To tell a joke clear across the Pacific Ocean and have a laughter as robust and sharing as it would be right here in the United States, that really brought a sense of the oneness of God. That is a real triumph. A joke clear across the Pacific Ocean and the United States and the Pacific Ocean. And he laughed just the way we would have laughed. One of us had laughed. I hope we got that point across. Oneness of God. The great feeling of oneness of God. And you could even extend that further, folks, to saying you could hear it clear across the universe. What'd you say, Glendora? You could hear it clearly across the whole universe. The oneness of God, the onlyness of God, the allness of God, the goodness of God, the wholeness of God. And what is God? God is love. What is God? God is love. What is love? Love is God. That is the truth. That is the first thing when we come to our senses. The truth. That love is God. We could go through our whole model if you'd like at this point. So, I said to my helper, here we go, another whole day on Spectrum, about the 4th or 5th day, but I think we finally have it. Hey Google, what is the temperature, please? Hey Google, what is the temperature, please? Let's wait and see. This is a he Google. We have to change this back to a she Google. Come on, Google, wake up, please. I was just telling the people how good you were. Okay, let's wait for you. And by the way, when you take this Spectrum deal, they send you a phone, and this looks like a very expensive phone. A Samsung Galaxy. And then you pay $4 on this phone every month. And in a couple of years you own it. I don't like that, but I went for it because the government gave us $30 off of our telephone bill every month. Something to do with being on Medicaid. And then they cut down the cost of Straight Talk from $40 a month, so way down to like $20 a month. Okay, next, owner, 24/7. No word, not a word. That's fine. That certainly is the way to get rid of the problem. All the notes pretty much have been jot down. We call them jot thoughts. What there is to say about that situation. Pittsfield. Our presenter in Pittsfield will go over to the TV station and sign the papers, or he will do it by computer. I'm going to call him up and see if he knows of a family in Pittsfield that is very, very poor. And I'm going to take $50 out of the pocket. I feel like doing something good for somebody. And how good that $50 will mean to the person we hope to find. I did that with Jeannie Palmer yesterday too. She knows of a family that's very, very poor, and she's been giving him $100, $200 a month. Oh, and Ginny Palmer told an interesting thing for you folks. She went to the hospital, and then when she came home about a month later, she got a bill, and the bill was for $1,005. So she sent in her check, $1,005, and they sent it back. What? Yes, the hospital sent it back. Said she didn't have to pay. So Ginny put it back in her bank account. But why is Ginny paying hospital bills when she's way over 65? Why isn't she going through Medicaid? What else is going on? Renewals. Susan Hayward, will you please send in your renewal by computer, as you're so capable of doing, on August the 22nd and not before. They won't take them before that. Dumb thing from the beginning, renewals. Stupid. Taylor Holbrook, the Reverend Taylor Holbrook. Will you be away climbing a mountain? Or I know you're not going to go back to the Appalachian Trail. When you got to New Hampshire, you said no more. You weren't going to finish it to Mount Katahdin in Maine. Oh, I don't know how he got that far. I don't know where he started, for one thing. But I know he got as far as Pittsfield and Beckett and all those places in the Berkshires. Okay, Taylor, will you be sending your renewal in by computer on August 22nd? Okay. We have to bring Wikipedia up to date. Amy worked so hard sweeping the floor and washing the floor. Amy did the Holy Agenda from the voicemail all the way up through the museum. It's about 13 operations to keep this ship afloat, to keep it from sinking. Austin Fernandez, you have not called Glendora. You said you'd called Glendora a week ago Thursday. And you haven't done that, honey. Glendora wants to know how you made out with your applications for a job. He just got his master's degrees in environmental protection. Helper number 1 went to Walmart to get a new charger for a camcorder Vario JVC. And to find out, Walmart, you were not very helpful at the counter. I'm sorry, I know you're under stress, but you were not helpful in telling helper number 1 why a 400 gig SD card, in fact 2 of them, at the cost of $100, do not work in our camcorder. I asked helper number 1 if the counter didn't help her to go to customer service and find somebody in the store who would help her. And if that didn't work, go over to Target and ask them if they could make it work. Target is practically next door to Walmart. What did you do yesterday? I'd like to hear it. Walter Balfour, Linda, daughter-in-law, took him to get an ice cream sundae, and he ate it all and called up Glendora and said he did not save anything for her. And Walter is 97 years old. Meals on Wheels forgot that I canceled for August, and it was a very delicious gravy. Unfortunately, there was a meat patty there, but the vegetables and the potato, the mashed potato, it was really a good meal. A vegetable, a boiled vegetable, and then mashed potatoes, and then a meat, but a meat substitute, vegan meat. Kindness. Remember, kindness. You're not going to eat an animal. Well, here's how it added up. We got to the bottom of the to-do list and the promises to the universe and to love. We got to that as far as 7. Just 7 things did not get done. And one of those is the knee brace that vibrates the knee and heats it. It makes it feel good. No pain. That was a miss. And practice over and over again and drill. Think no evil and speak no evil. And when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did we treat others. We're back on the track with that. As this has happened the last 4 times, we get back on the track and get going again and doing a good job on it. And then some ugliness bursts forth. And the last one was the Adult Protective Services. We have to call the fired employee and say we want our $28 CD boombox back. We want the key to the Happy House 3 back. And we want her to understand that we don't owe her any money, but she owes us $40. I don't care whether she pays it or not. And this is Franklin's Great Joy Week, when all of his money comes down from heaven. And I tell you again, here's a man who worked 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, for 27 years. Never called in absentee, never called in sick, never was late. And he worked that diligently so his wife could have $857 every month for the rest of her life. And such a long life too, 94 years, long life. I think that's it. Now, how about a hymn? Do, re, mi, fa, sol. I love to tell the story of unseen things above, of Jesus and His glory, of Jesus and His love. I love to tell the story because I know it's true. It satisfies my longing as nothing else can do. I love to tell a story. 'Twill be my theme and glory. The old story of Jesus and his love. How about a Bible passage? May the peace of God, which passes all understanding, dwell in our hearts and minds. How about a word? Adequate. What does adequate mean? Completely fulfilling the desired end. What is our desired end? When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treat others. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treat others. Now, Glendora, and you, this is a new day.
The time is 8:17 a.m.
We can make it perfect. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treat others. We can make it perfect. No negative thought, second level, no trivial thought, no ugly thought, pure thought. Think about good. Don't think about bad. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, think no evil. We can, those are pretty hard, but we can at least speak no evil. And we can get good at thinking no evil. In love, we live and breathe and have our being. Now we got to find a joke. Jokes are very disorganized. The little old man and the little old woman were summoned to court because she stole a can of peaches. The judge said, "How many peaches in the can?" And she said, 6. The judge said, "You are hereby sentenced to 6 days in jail, 1 day for each peach." And the little old man said, "Can I say something?" The judge says, "Be brief." And the little old man said, "She also stole a can of peas." With God we go to spread the joy of life. We win each day the happiness of love. We count our blessings. We give thanks. We give joy. Stop the cruel. Oh, stop the cruel.